We're going to rock some continuity. What I'm going to do is we're going to put this continuity on the slideshow. I'm going to walk through where we got our sales page for our continuity. Then I'm going to walk through two examples, one you've already seen and another one you haven't seen, especially if you've been watching the live funnels. So I want to hit this real fast as we go through it. That way I get you to type in and making some recurring income. Yeah. By the way, who was it that just came up? Had some sales already come in through Reactive Funnel. There we go. So give him a round of applause. That's big, right? That's huge. So real quick, tell me about it real fast. You just pushed traffic to it. Oh yeah, we got the payment process hooked up. Right, no OTO, just an order form. Yep. So EPC's at $10. Conversion on their order form is like 28%. Ready to rock and roll. I love it. That's amazing. We don't need that, Dylan. We're good. All right, so let's rock and roll. So here we go. So T25, Gary, you can put that up there for me. So no time to work out. So this is the one biggest pain point on working out. I love watching the Beachbody stuff. I love like seeing their formats, seeing their funnel, seeing how it's put together, because they have so much traffic that they're running that I can see what's working, and then how do we use our copy and our headlines and put it in the format. So we realistically just modeled their format for our continuity program, because as a long sales letter, we needed to know that we're going to sell a high ticket product, which is like $196, especially after something that's $795 or $895 or $995. So no time to work out. I just found some for you. So basically it starts talking about here's want to get in amazing shape. So they show a video, then they do kind of another headline, which is limiting beliefs. So what kind of workout gets results like this in just 25 minutes a day? Pique the curiosity. So for a workout routine, I like how they put a man and a woman up there, because they don't know who's on the sales page, right? So maybe in their stats, they're seeing a 50-50 percentage. With us, we're getting all guys. Like 90% of our members are men. It's probably even higher than that. So with our testimonials, with our case study, it's going to be all guys. We're rarely going to do any women testimonials, okay? So after they do testimonials, there's two right there. Then here's how I fit an hour-long workout into only 25 minutes, because I'm sure that's the second question. So they kind of do a review video of that. And then they do another testimonial up on the right with a little bit of a addition. I know a thing or two about getting insane results. So this is the owner, Sean T. Anybody ever worked out with Sean T? He's insane, right? That's why they call it Insanity. So that's the guy who created Insanity, but I also know that everyone needs a workout, so they created T25. So think focus T25 is too tough for you. Meet Michael, another case study, right? So all they're doing is they're putting proof. So it's, hey, here's Michael. He was this guy, a little overweight, and now he's trimmed up, looking good, lost 74 pounds, which is awesome. What I like about this is if you look at the breakouts, so there's 3 breakouts right here, 3 long ones, that they use 3-to-5 ratio. So meaning there's 3 pages, if you will, of sales copy, and then there's 5 pages of selling. So they start selling here. Here's everything you need to get it done in 25 minutes a day. So they're doing a stack. A lot of you guys know about stacks through webinars. So your transformation starts with the alpha cycle. 5 25-minute workouts to build your foundation. Boom, there's 5 CDs. Here's CD number 1, CD number 2, CD number 3, CD number 4, CD number 5. Then 5 weeks later, you're ready for the beta cycle. 5 more CDs, CD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, I love how they use this. When we think in our mind of tools, we think of tangible items, right? Like a hammer or a wrench or something like a screwdriver. But in this case, they're not, right? It's a calendar that you print out. It's a bonus number 2, which is like an extra module, and then a packet of food. And I'll throw in 3 bonus gifts, which are somewhat tangible, right? One of those really cool resistant bands, a bonus gift number 3, which is a 5-day fast track, 24/7 online support, and bonus gift number 1, which is an extra added material, okay? So then he adds it all up. He gives a value to it. So we're talking about $500 worth of workouts and training tools, but not today, because you can get the entire Focus T25 program for only 3 monthly payments of $19.95. Here's why you better act fast. Then there's that first call to action. So it's interesting that they only put the first call to action 5 pages down from their sales copy, right? I always look at putting it above the couple folds. So then they do exactly what we saw with the bonus of the audios, which they put it all together, right? Here's all the DVDs you get. Here's all the online training you get. Here's the resistant band, which is like huge. Come on, it's 25 minutes. I know you can do this. Kind of goes down. And then they go into their guarantees with an extra testimonial, right? Because still on the fence, relax, right? We'll give you our 60-day money-back guarantee. So this means that Focus T25 comes with a no excuses 60-day money-back guarantee. Try it risk-free for 60 days. If you're not totally and completely blown away by the results you're seeing in just 25 minutes a day, and we'll allow you to send it back, and we'll refund you your whole purchase price, less the shipping and handling, and we'll do it fast. That's a pretty cool guarantee. And then that call to action. So if we break it down, this goes with your template, okay? This is your template that you have inside your funnel. So it's headline, what they're currently experiencing, the solution, it's called insert product here. We've taken all these concerns into account. Here's access to one really cool thing. Here's access to another really cool thing. Another cool thing, insert here. Finally, new solution solves old problem. Testimonial 1, testimonial 2, right? If we're talking about the Catholics, about the Cardinals, right? Testimonial number 1 is from Susan. Man, it was amazing because once I was able to get in touch with a Cardinal, I felt like I was in touch with God, right? Big testimonial, big wow factor. Examples of what you'll receive inside. You're going to get, what are they called? The Rosemaries? Rosaries, yeah, rosaries. Then you got the prayer books. Then you got the cardinal interviews. You get all these examples. Maybe it's a recording of some sort. How popular is our? Here's how many fans are raving about it. We take a screenshot of our fans, like of our fan count. How does this program work? And then you start explaining your story. And then we start discussing all the benefits that they're going to get when receiving this. So if there's a VIP club, man, you get to talk to YouTube experts. You get to talk with friends and family and people who are doing the same thing that you are inside a private community, so the public is unaware, right? Especially if it's moms with concerned kids, okay? They don't want the public to know or the friends to know, but they need a place to go talk about it. Or if it's grandmas, or if it's mechanics, or if it's engineers, or if it's gardeners, right? They want a place that they can feel comfortable of out talking what they normally would. Like their friends aren't going to pay attention to what they're saying, so they want a group that where it's like all the same people. That's why ClickFunnels has their own group. That's why we have our own group. That's why you see all these other like cult of copies groups, because people want to talk the talk. So what do you get inside? Insert product. Here's an example of what you get inside. Here's an example. Here's an example. So it would be really cool, such like for the Catholic thing, if you had audio recordings, right? So I would take a snippet of that and like some of the best content that's laid out, all right? So example number 1, press play. Example number 2, press play. 3 free tools, okay? Maybe you get a members area. We get to log in and review all the past recordings. Maybe there's behind the scenes. Any of you guys listen to Commerce Kings podcast? Listen to some of those? There's some really good stuff on there. What do I do at the very end? I'm always saying, hey, we're going to go behind the scenes, right? Well, that's a pitch. That's a pitch for behind the scenes for $97 a month, where we go back and we ask them 3 valuable questions. We ask them, 1, what is your number 1 book that's changed your life? How many of you guys have a bookshelf full of books, but there's like 2 or 3 books you could say, dude, that book right there, that changed the way my life has happened, right? I have like 3 of those books. So most people do. But what if your bookshelf was all full of all those books? Full of all those books that changed people's lives? Your bookshelf just became amazing, right? So we do the same thing on Commerce Kings behind the scenes. It's like, okay, what's the number 1 book? What's your number 1 book? What's your number 1 book? So we're building a catalog of all these books. So then, guess what? We're going to take a catalog of all these books. So we interviewed 100 entrepreneurs, 100 millionaires. And here we grew a list of 100 books. Actually, we grew a list of the top 10 because some of them keep recycling. So not only do we have a top 10, but we have a top 100. So for $7.95, you can get access to that. By the way, upsell. Do you want to hear the interviews that we had with all these guys? $97 a month, right? So all we're doing is regurgitating information. So what you get inside, examples plus free tools. Here's the tool 1, tool 2, products or items. And then we give them plus 2 free gifts, example, and then the guarantee. So I want to show you how we laid this out with, and this is R-rated. So this is with our t-shirt program, okay? Imagine receiving an exclusive t-shirt every month that fits right, screams badass, and has you yelling, yeah, when it arrives, right? Sound intriguing? We thought so too, which is why we created the NGOA t-shirt of the month. This is after they go through our sales funnel. So on the first of every month, you'll receive your exclusive design t-shirt at your front door. We just ask you wear it proud and loud. We don't release the designs to the public, so when your friends ask where you found it, you'll have to tell them, sorry, it's exclusive, right? Then we give them the price. So a monthly member, $19.95 per month, free shipping. So that's pretty sweet. Exclusive. Our products are delivered immediately. This one we went to all the t-shirt subscription out there, and we looked at all their Q&As and all their facts. And so this is where we got our bullet points from. So exclusive. Our products are delivered immediately. Returns welcome. Never be stuck with a shirt you don't like. Call us and we'll make it right. Here's our phone number. Free shipping. A savings of over $6.95 per month. No contracts. We'll ship your shirts until you cry uncle. We hold no contracts. Right? Yes, I'm ready to join the monthly t-shirt club for just $19.95. Or they can do the yearly, where they get 2 months free. And it's for $199.50. Okay? So then we go into the commitment. We go into the sales, the pitch. So you'll receive a badass t-shirt every month until you cry uncle. Are you tough enough? There is no risk, no commitment, just all reward. So no risk. So when you become a t-shirt monthly club member today, there is no commitment. Returns are welcome and 100% guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Does that sound fair? Right? We want it to feel as if they're taking advantage of us. There's no commitment. We will mail you an exclusive design t-shirt every month until you cry uncle and just can't handle any more badass shirts in your closet. Which we kind of find hard to happen, but you can cancel anytime. Returns. Don't like the design? No worries. Call our office. See how we're pulling all the limiting beliefs out? Like these guys, there's nothing wrong, right? All reward. Think of your favorite shirt inside your closet, creating the imagination. How it makes you feel when you put it on. Because we all have that favorite t-shirt, right? That feels good. How you'll grab it from the dirty hamper to wear it with no care in the world because of how it represents you. Now imagine having a multiple of those. That's where we come in. There is just something about wearing a badass exclusive t-shirt that puts a smile on your face every time you put it on. And then we show them a Hall of Fame or retired exclusive shirts. These were old shirts that we sold and are big sellers. So we sell them an example. Here's our recent exclusive t-shirts, prayer shirt, our sheep versus wolf, stay low, move fast. And then we had one of our staff members, because they all wear the shirts every day. So I grabbed him real quick. I took a picture of his back. His name's Chris. And I said, Chris, what do you think about our t-shirts anyway? And this is exactly what he said when I asked him questions. He goes, I really don't buy too many graphic tees. So being in a club where they send me a patriotic graphic tee every month, that's pretty awesome. I said, all right, that'll work as a quote. So we put it up there. So how does the t-shirt club work? So on the first of every month, you'll be shipped our latest and greatest exclusive t-shirt made to fit and look badass. We represent the world's best when it comes to shirts worn by patriots, and we look forward to putting one on your back too. We use patriots because that calls them out. So want more details? Below are some questions that we usually get. So what do I receive every month? You'll receive an exclusive graphic design t-shirt. What you'll notice, we're kind of repeating ourselves a little bit. If you remember, when people are scrolling through, they scroll to the bottom, raise back up. So if they've read the top, they've already read this, or if they come from the bottom up, they're reading it again, okay? Or for the first time. You receive an exclusive graphic design t-shirt every month in the mail. We ship the shirts out at the first of the month. T-shirt sizes, we have all sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL. How much is shipping? It's free. Can I return the shirt? Yes. What if I don't like the design? We got you covered, right? We'll do a full refund. And realistically, what we'll do is we'll say keep the shirt, we'll just refund half. Okay? We'll do a save a sale. Are they really exclusive? They sure are. As soon as the orders are fulfilled for all members, we place the design into the vault, never to appear again. So we stole that from Disney. So have you guys seen those commercials where they're like, the Disney movies are in the vault and they're taking one back out? Same thing, right? So we'll put an email out like next year. It's like, hey, we're bringing one back out from the vault. Get in. So is their commitment? Nope. And how do we get a hold of support? Here's our phone number. So normally it's $28.95, which is typically a realistic t-shirt price, plus that $6.95 shipping. That's a total of $38. But you won't pay near that today because we have exclusive shirts, free shipping, and returns are welcome. These are all the pain points of getting into a t-shirt club that we wanted to remove. And then become a t-shirt club member today. We want to make sure you're always well equipped with the most badass shirt a manly man can ever wear. And we want to do so because we want to make sure it's a no-brainer offer at $19.95 per month. So this is the first time they've seen the price to become a member today, plus free shipping. That's an $18.90 per month savings. Ready to receive an exclusive t-shirt every month that fits right, screams badass, and has you yelling, oh, when it arrives? Monthly member pricing, $19.95. Yearly pricing, what is it, $199.95. And then what we do is we downsell them, right, to $14.95 or to $149.95, okay? Because it costs us around $7 to $10 to put out a shirt. So here we're making $10 a month. On the downsell, we're making about $5 to $7 per month, okay? Again, what we know, here's what's interesting fact, is people who take the NGOA as continuity and see this offer, 10% of those people will buy this. People who do not take our continuity offer, 1% buys this. Interesting. So people who love continuity buy more continuity. People who don't buy continuity don't buy more continuity. Interesting enough. Okay, so is that a good example? Any questions on that one? I'll move to the next one. We got a mic?
So how do you time the shipments? I know you mentioned that you ship out shirts on 1st of every month. Let's say I join the membership and I purchase it on 4th. When would I get a t-shirt?
On the 1st.
Of next month?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you see any problems with that? Because people would have to wait, like, say, 26 days before they receive their first shirt, and then they've already paid for that. Does that cause any problems?
Have we seen anything, Dylan, on that? No. So if they buy on the 30th, they get on the 1st. We just take an Excel file of everybody who paid the last 30 days.
Okay.
And then we ship that out.
Okay.
That's all we do. They get charged whenever they enroll. Whenever they enroll. So if it's on the 3rd, they get charged on the 3rd. If it's on the 5th, they get charged on the 5th. Yeah. Cool. Anything else on that one? Got one more, Vin? There is no domain. That's all in our funnels. Yeah. So if you'd like it, you can purchase oil at freeoil.com. Go through the entire funnel. All right. What is our website? Isn't it freeoil.com?
I think it was freewolfoil.com.
Freewolfoil.com?
Yeah, but we
don't sell anymore.
We do have like freegunoil.com.
Free gun. Yeah. All right, so here's our NGOA Buyers Club sales page. So we wanted to get this into thoughts, right? Because this is brand new. It's extremely hard to sell a new concept to an old audience, right? So imagine buying guns and ammo at cost through a Buyers Club association. That's our headline. That's our biggest one that's stuck so far. And then we listen to why they become a member. So we go and grab people who become a member and say, hey, why'd you do that? And here's all this is, the copy I'm about to read to you is copy that I've received from phone calls or from our staff or from people emailing in. Gun sales have hit record levels over the last few years and keep growing. Threats from terrorism and crime are at alarming levels. Manufacturers and retail chains keep increasing prices. When will this nonsense stop? So we've taken that deep inner thought, what keeps them up every night, and we've surfaced it right here, right? It makes them like gag a little bit. We continue to hear these concerns on higher ticketed items such as guns, ammo, scopes, and knives. I'm sure you're aware. Like, we want them being like, I'm aware. Like, I'm sure you're aware that many people feel the price of these items continue to soar out of control with no end of that slowing down in sight. So we're creating that pain. The solution. So now we've raised the pain, we've surfaced that pain. Now we're giving them the solution. So the solution, it's called the National Gun Owners Association Buyers Club, NGOA. We've taken these concerns into account and now have a solution to fight the out-of-control pricing. Keep reading. Access to $500 million in inventory at factory direct pricing. Up to 50% off on guns, ammunition, targets, scopes, and more. Our members and their immediate family members are saving thousands of dollars on everything mentioned above. Finally, buying guns and ammo won't break the bank. That's what people say. You guys remember this guy? 100% real savings from NGOA members. Good old Bob. So all the years I've spent buying guns and ammo at full price, now as an NGOA member, I've never have to worry about that again. He saved over $342 on his first purchase. Cool. Still loves that gun. Start saving immediately when you log in. So most of our guys know ammo prices. They know what it costs them for ammo. So what we're doing is we're creating a shock factor. So we're showing them a 9mm round is 18 cents a round. They normally pay 21 cents a round. 21 cents a round. 45 ACP, 23 cents a round. 5.56. So we're showing them prices for them to be like, whoa, these are damn good deals. Okay? Because it's a buyer's club. Recent member firearm savings. So we show them the savings. So we've taken high margin guns that we sell at price. We look at the savings. So this is a Ruger rifle, savings $411. A Glock 17, savings $102. A Barrett, $495 savings. Okay? So how popular is this Buyers Club? Well, we got 300,000 fans who can't stop raving about us on social media. So all we did was we took our number from our Facebook fan page and we applied it there. If you got 10,000 fans, you plug that in there. If you got 100,000 fans, plug it in there. So we did 300,000 fans, and then we did our 303, I think is what our number was at the time, Facebook likes and growing. You could even take a screenshot of your Facebook likes and kind of post it there as well. So we've done selling now. So now they're curious and they want to know, how does it work? What I got to do? So how does the NGOA work? Ready for a shock? Turns out you could spend all your time shopping at your local gun stores and still never come close to the savings you'll receive as an NGOA Buyers Club member. So we use the purchase power. So we're educating our client. How does this even work? Okay. So we use the purchase power of all our members to pass the savings on to you with over $500 million worth of inventory. The NGOA Buyers Club has wholesale or better than dealer pricing on what you're looking for. Here's everything that we have, everything that they're interested in. Firearms, everything from 22s to 50 BMGs and everything in between. From the most trusted brands in the world, such as Glock, Remington, HKS, Daniel Defense, Barrett, Winchester, and hundreds of more. Ammo, unbeatable ammo prices. Knives, apparel, scopes, mounts, parts and gear, targets, oils, plus everything you need to build or maintain your collection. Here's what you get inside the Buyers Club. Our guys are always talking about how these other clubs are all bullshit. So we pulled it out of it. So we said, hey, you know what? No BS here, just savings. So we're just talking their language. That's all we're doing. We're like, you should hear these. I should play like who our avatar is for you guys. It's a little intense. Dylan, can we get a microphone? We got a couple questions. We'll bring you one.
All right, you know me, my details question. So how are you making all that work? You're not tying up a huge pile of cash in inventory, obviously. Is that just an entire drop shipping model in there where you've got just tons and tons of SKUs?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right, so plus everything you'll need, no BS, ammo cost. All right, so then purchase firearms at or below what gun shops pay and save hundreds of dollars, plus these free tools. So the first one, tactical online training, as you'll see, there's like a DVD set we just kind of stacked on top of each other. And that's Bryceland, they're holding a flashlight. So what we did was we went out to the range for, I think it was like half a day. And I sat there and videotaped him doing different flashlight moves with a firearm. How to do an FBI hold, how to do a regular hold, how to do this hold. We had a lot of fun with it. Private online support group. What do you guys think that is? That's just our Facebook VIP group, right? That's all that is. Do-it-yourself weapons and survival. Bonus number 3, download our exclusive library regarding weapons, training, and survival. I should go pull up the image I have of Dylan. We hired Dylan, and he worked in the bedroom of the Llewellyn loft. And he's sitting up there. I went and grabbed all these lights. I gave him like 3 computers, and I showed him like GoToWebinar, like how to work it real quick. I said, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to talk to these people, and you're going to record it, and you're just going to interview them. That's it. And I shut the door and let him up. Like he was, you're like shaking, right? Like you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like I'm so nervous because it really feels like you're in NASA because you got microphones, you got little switches, you got the recording buttons of like, don't forget anything. But he did a really good job. So we recorded over like 25 videos, and all we did was we emailed out manufacturers. All we said was, hey, we have a following on Facebook. We have an email list of, I don't even know at that time, maybe like 20,000 people. And we'd like to interview you about your products. So we interviewed Armor. We interviewed this couple that we saw at a trade show. So we went to trade shows and we asked them for their cards, and then we called them up and we said, hey, can we interview you? And we interviewed this lady and this guy. We should play that one too. We should do a blooper reel on like Wednesday. So Dylan's interviewing these guys, and Dylan gets done with the video. He comes out and he's just laughing. And we're like, well, how'd it go? And he's like, dude, it went great. But these guys sold tasers. And this dude, what was that, 300 pounds? He was a big old boy. And he's sitting there, and he's showing how the taser works, and he shocks himself. He like tasered himself on live video. And he like falls over, and Dylan's like, and he's like, yep, never been better, right? So kept on going. And it's like, and you never know what you're going to get because these are like home stores, right? These people are doing trade shows. These people, they set up their little laptop camera, bless their souls. They set up their camera, and it's like, right? It's in their house, and it's cluttered in the background, and they got this little table like full of their toys because like they think like, they're like, this is big time. They're excited to be on this podcast. He's so nervous that they tasered himself. We should see if we can pull that video. Oh, it's so funny. And all right, so plus 2 free gifts. So what do you do as gifts? So these are like cheap costs. We send them out a card. So Bob was asking this on the other day, like, what was it yeah, you're in the mastermind area. And he was like, hey, when you send out those mastermind cards, do they have their names on it and stuff like that? Yeah. But did they on the first day? Hell no. We were printing those out of a printer and cutting them out. They were nothing cool. But it gave them something to hold on to and say, I'm an NGO member. And then we got more sophisticated as we grew. We still are growing the sophistication and logistics. The biggest thing is to get started and go. Harris pointed that out, right? He has a button that says call to action. And women are ordering little flower lamps, right? So don't be afraid to just kind of throw something up there. Then we have the certified, this is kind of funny, it's a Velcro patch. We didn't even have patches in yet. And I knew it was going to be our logo. I just threw the logo up there. I didn't even have a picture of the patch. I didn't even try. So I just put that up there and said, yeah, you also get this patch. So as you can see, these free tools and these gifts, I think they cost us maybe $1 altogether. I think that patch is 25 cents and the card is probably like 70 cents or so. So nothing much, right? And they receive that in the mail. Plus you get one more gift. This is the kind of cool thing we're trying to say, okay, how can we even give more value? So we created this thing called an umbrella policy. You can do the same thing in your stuff, right? So if you're sending out a PDF or you're sending out a newsletter, you can create an umbrella family policy, right? So, hey, we'll allow your family to also read our almanac, right? We won't even charge you. That's what's cool. So with our family umbrella, it's just immediate family. So if you have a son or a daughter or a wife who also wants gun or ammo, they can buy underneath your membership, right? That's a $288 savings. How we got that was the membership price. It just said you saved that, right? So not 100% satisfied with your savings, we'll give you your money back. Because we're not here to rip people off. We want them to use the NGOA. We want them to use our services. We want to show them the money that they save. So we are so confident that you'll receive incredible savings with the Buyers Club that we're willing to offer a full money back guarantee. Plus, doesn't this look familiar? Plus, keep the $998 worth of gifts free just for trying the National Gun Owner Association out. What are they really keeping? They're keeping a card that we printed out of a printer, and they're keeping a patch. But they also get the members area, which has all those videos that Dylan downloaded. It has the VIP group in the Facebook, so that looks great. And then they also get the downloads of the flashlight videos, okay? So added up, we're talking about $500,000 worth of inventory, $500 million for one low price. 400 million of inventory, plus 3 free bonus gifts, plus 2 bonus gifts, plus a free upgrade to the family umbrella package. The NGOA Buyers Club valued at $988. Your price today is $96 and just $10 a month. Doesn't seem too bad when you look like that. This is the Buyers Club. So let's run through that real quick again so you can see. So it looks pretty similar to this, right? So headlines, social proof, headlines, proof. Here's what you're going to get. Here's everything that's included. Add it all up. Here's what it's worth, right? Here's what the packages look like. Do you want it? By the way, here's your satisfaction guaranteed. No risk, all reward. Wonder where we got that from. So here we go. Same thing with the t-shirts, and then same thing with the Buyers Club. If you guys want to see this sales page, just go to NGOABuyersClub.com and click join the NGOA, and then slowly take out your credit card and type in your credit card number and press submit. That would be fantastic. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So we are going to take the next hour to start building your continuity page. So this is going to be, those are 2 templates that we can go through. I'll be walking around the room to help you with headlines, help you with copy, help you with bonus tools, talk with your partners,